So I'm about to go ride my bike in a few minutes. I'm not gonna stop anywhere. I'm just gonna ride it for like, you know, 5-10 minutes or so. Right now I feel kind of sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm having a stomach flu. My stomach feels bloated and full. I didn't wake up feeling sick or anything, but right now I kind of feel sick. Feel a little off balance as well. Anytime I'm like my eyes are like always looking left and right, that just means that I'm trying to like that I'm paying too much attention to like my surroundings. I feel like I'm moving, so that's when I start looking at everything. Also last night, like yesterday afternoon, around dinner time, when I was eating, I had this, I had the I don't know, I just feel really strange. I was kind of dizzy. Um, my body just felt weird, really strange. My legs feel really light. It's like my lower body feel like my lower body wasn't there. It just I don't know. I can really the only way I can explain it is it feels like my upper body, like my from my stomach and up, feel like it was floating, and my legs wasn't there. Like I was just floating around with no lower body. And then when I was sitting down, I was just like out of nowhere. I felt like a quick. I felt fine for most of the day, but then I just felt out of nowhere. It just felt really strange. I didn't have a panic attack. But I did feel a little panicky. It actually made me jump off my seat when I was eating. I was like, when I jumped off my seat, I was like, then I start saying, well, what is this feeling? It's like something I haven't felt for a long time. Even though I didn't have a panic attack, but just coming feeling jumpy made me want to panic. I don't know. It happened out of nowhere, and I always have that. I always feel kind of strange around like lunchtime and dinner time. So it's nothing new, but just the way it felt yesterday just made me really jumpy and on the edge. Even though I didn't like panic, it just made me wonder like what was that about. I mean, it happened out of nowhere. Like panic attacks happen out of nowhere, but it's like one of those things. Like you start asking yourself, where did this come out from? Like what triggered it, and then sometimes there's nothing that really triggers our panic attack, but then when I got off my bed this morning, I was like, in my mind, I was like, what was that? What happened to me yesterday? It's like my mind is like telling me to think about it, even though I'm trying not to think about it. Yeah, right now I don't really like leaving the house in the late afternoon or late evening anymore because the sun goes down around 8 o'clock now, and that's when I used to leave around 8 p.m. In the evening. So I got tired of like trying to hide from being outside during the daytime or afternoon, like when the sun is out. Because the heat did affect me for a long time. Then I kind of right now I'm used to the heat again, so that's good. Only thing I'm kind of worried about once summer is over, am I going to be used to the cold? Well, even though I live in California, it doesn't really get that cold here. Even during like fall and winter, we're still in the 70s, sometimes in the 80s. So, but what I am going to miss is having those days with the sun being out for all the way to the evening. So even though my mind is like kind of set on like remember what happened to me last year around this time. I was doing good all the way to mid-September, and then October, from October all the way to like April of this year, I was like really bad. So in my mind I was like, I'm hoping I don't have a repeat of last year of October. I just hope it gets better. I mean, I've been feeling a lot better. I still have my symptoms, but they don't last as long as they used to. But you know, I'm happy that it doesn't last as long as it used to be. But just having them is, you know, it's like, why do you still have them? But I don't think about them as much as I used to. I mean, I still do, but not as much as I used to. So I'm about to head out right now, and once I get home, I'm just gonna like talk about something else about last night. So I know I said I wasn't gonna stop anywhere. I had to because my stomach started feeling really upset. Like I mentioned earlier, I wasn't feeling too well. Like I'm coming in with a stomach flu or something. I'm not too sure. Food poisoning. I don't know. But I just had to stop. Like I mentioned in my other videos, anytime I feel like my stomach's upset, like I feel like I had to vomit, anything like that, it makes it harder for me to want to leave the house. I mean, I'm glad that I can leave the house now when my stomach's feeling like this, but it, it isn't easy, but it's not supposed to be easy to recover, but not only am I facing like anxiety and leaving my so-called safe zone, but I'm also facing the challenge of like leaving the house when my stomach's upset. That's another thing I'm trying to like get used to. Like leave the house when my stomach's upset. I mean, of course you don't want to like have to want to use the bathroom when there's no bathroom around. That's embarrassing, but at the same time, I have to get used to being able to get used to these stomach pains, not just from being at home, having a home, I can run to the bathroom if I need to, or because I'm going to use the bathroom, but being outside when there's no public bathroom around, which this local park doesn't have, I wish it does, but I don't understand why they don't have more bathroom at parks, what they should, but just to make it easier for everyone, but yeah, I'm just sitting down, but I will be heading home in a few minutes. I just want to like sit down and talk a little bit, so that way. What I meant about last night, I was having like dreams of my past, like where I worked and stuff like that. I was watching videos of like of my previous jobs and things like that. I do miss working. I mean, my last job I was there for like 8 years. I miss my coworkers. Just being able to like get to know my coworkers from like different cultures and stuff like that. You know, some of them went from like people that we didn't get along with, like we didn't see eye to eye, which no one's going to get along with everyone, but from from not seeing eye to eye to us being like close friends, so we became people that didn't see eye to eye to to understand each other, and then we became best friends. So that's one thing I miss about my previous job. Even though the pay wasn't good, but I'm not gonna complain about my pay rate when I was able to do things back then. So I think the reason why I was dreaming about it, not only was I like thinking about in my mind how my coworkers, my friends that work there are doing, but I even find out some of them have panic attacks or had panic attacks. Some of them only had a couple, but they no longer have it. I guess they just live their life normal, and then the panic disorder just left them alone. They don't have any more symptoms of anxiety for years, and they don't even take meds. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it without taking medication. So the dream that I had last night, I dreamed that I was working there, but the company is moving. They are actually moving. I think they already moved, but in my mind, I was like, if I was still working there, I wouldn't be working there anymore because they moved. Not only that they moved, but you know, I'm kind of sad that I didn't like get to say get to see the place before they moved. But in my dreams, I was there when they moved, and I got to see it. But who knows? Maybe one day I'll try by and just take a look at it. the company that I worked at, they're moving. I think actually they just moved. Or they're still moving to a different state, about maybe 4.5 hours away from where I live now. But it's a city that I visit oftenly. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll go and pay visit to the old building, and maybe even to where they're located at now, because uh, just just so I can see the place before they knock it down and turn it into like house or whatever. They turn it into like campus apartments for like the college students or something. I was there when they didn't have houses around there, and I was there when they were building house. So kind of want to see how it looks like before they tear the place down. But yeah, I'm heading home right now.